At this hour, I'm joined by senior sports journalist Sharda Ogra, and I'm also joined by cricket analyst from Pakistan, Basit Subhani. Sharda, to you first, if you were to assess the bowling attack of the two teams, who would you say at this point holds the edge?
Really depends, Rika, on who's got the fewer injuries. And I would say that the Indians are looking pretty strong. Because of that, and Shaheen Shah is not there, and then there's been an injury to the Pakistani fast bowler as well, and so you're left with two of your main sort of strike bowlers that are not in operation, and I would say that India has a greater variety in their spin attack as well, but I could be biased. I'm happy to be countered and disagreed with.
Basit, last time around in the last match, the Indian pacers had peppered the Pakistani batters with short balls, and they were found short against the Indian pacers. Do you think that India, given the way they have bowled in the last match, definitely holds the edge?
Yeah, you could say so. It's going to be a very hot evening in Dubai, what people over there are telling. And as you just played this clip of Rahul Dravid, who's India's coach, it's very interesting to notice, the kind of calmness he has brought to the Indian side, and the way he's just casually said he wouldn't like to use that word, but we just got what he wants to say here. And that's what actually matters, the results. You don't have to bring in a lot of these showmen, but you want results. And as even there is no Jadeja, but you have Patel plays, who's a very competent bowler, and he could fill in his big boots as well while batting. So India has that depth.
Right.
But the most interesting, thing for me is the new era. I can sense a new era for India and Pakistan as well, with Saqlain Mushtaq being the Pakistani coach, and I have worked with Saqlain Mushtaq on his YouTube channel for 2 years. I was doing the content, and I was also hosting that show with him. So I've worked very closely with him, and he has a lot of regard for the Indian team and the India talent and the India people. So that's very, very healthy rivalry, what we are just witnessing, and it's fascinating.
Sharda, we've always seen that when it comes to India-Pakistan contests, Pakistan throws up a surprise. And Naseem Shah was one of those surprises thrown at us in the last match. But he had trouble in bowling a full quota of overs. He was cramping up. Do you think while he is very fast, he's a tear away quick, he's also prone to breakdowns?
I think all fast bowlers are prone to breakdowns in that sense, unless you're very properly, you do a very good strength and conditioning. And because he's a teenager, we don't know what workload he's had in the past. And you've seen a lot of bowlers that are coming through. And because conditions are technically not feasible for cricket in Dubai at this time, it's like 40 degrees, 38 degrees, so it's a normal sort of thing about to happen. But like Basit was talking about the Indian bowler, I have to say this, that Pakistan also has like a battery of fast bowlers that they produce, out of nowhere. That's what their depth of field and their strength is in that context. And it was great to see Naseem Shah, and then you've got Shaheen Shah, and then you've got another bowler waiting, and they're going to be replaced by, Hassan Ali is a possible replacement. So it's not that they're short of bowling in that sense. I think in a contest like this, it becomes about nerves and about discipline fundamentally. And
right. In a contest like this, there are also subplots. I'll ask my director to bring up these graphics that we have put together. Sharda, the rivalries within the India-Pakistan rivalry, Naseem Shah versus Virat Kohli, Babar Azam versus Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and Hardik Pandya versus Fakhar Zaman. Which of the three really interests you, and the one that you are going to watch out for tonight?
I think all of them are sort of subplots are fantastic. I think, Hardik Pandya's emergence as the all-rounder that we have been waiting for since the retirement of Kapil Dev That's what you'll keep looking at. You want to see how Virat Kohli does, because he's just on the back of his innings against Hong Kong. He's probably got a lot of confidence, feeling much better than he did in the first game, and his strike rate in terms of how he's going to do in this match it'll be good to see. Maybe because the top three are strike rates is what we are constantly getting anxious about. So it'll be those kind of many multiple plots, and Bhuvaneshwar on any day. Bhuvaneshwar on any day doing his thing quietly in a very unsexy way, that's what the word that Dravid is not using. So it's always fun and to see Bhuvaneshwar versus Babar as well. So it's all for the taking. It's all great stuff.
Basit, the way Hardik Pandya stole the last game, would you say he will be one of the key targets for Pakistan tonight in terms of bowling as well as batting?
Yes, Hardik Pandya is one remarkable talent. We already have seen the kind of talent he has in the Champions Trophy final as well. If he wouldn't have gotten run out in that fashion, he could have taken the game close. He's such an impact player, and the way he has really matured is fascinating for the younger players to look up to such cricketers. I think Pakistan has to be very careful while negotiating his overs. He could look to be a bowler that you go for because you have quality spin and the kind of buoy being operating at the other end. So you would want to single out a bowler and get the maximum out of a bowler like Hardik Pandya, but he's very deceptive. And over here, I think Babar has to step up. He has been short of runs in Asia Cup so far, but I don't think that his bat will remain quite for long.
Well, it's going to be over 40 degrees in Dubai, and the team that holds out in that heat has the stamina and endurance, is going to have the last laugh tonight. Thank you very much, Basit and Sharda, for joining us on the show at this hour.